Okay, beauties, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what happened was I went to the store, picked up a lot of drugstore goodies from Walmart. We finna try them all out. So I don't know if y'all watched my last video, but I talked about how, or the video before last, I talked about how I was a little bit bored with my makeup. And I got a lot of makeup, but I feel like, hear me out, I need to try some new stuff. So I went and picked up a bunch of drugstore stuff because I was like, you know, this is more accessible to people at the moment because we can't go to Sephora. You place the order on Sephora, it's taking them like 2 months to send you your stuff. We can get stuff from Ulta drugstore stuff, but Ulta's drugstore items are a little bit overpriced. But to be honest with you, sis, after paying for this, I was like, drugstore is just high, okay? It's not the same. So I got a new eyeshadow palette, I got a new blush, I got a new foundation, I got some concealers I want to try out, I got a new sponge, which I actually wet a different sponge, so I'm gonna have to wet that sponge. I got a new cream contour. Like, let me just pull it all out. To start out, I'm going to use the Milani Rose Butter Lip Mask. I heard this is dope, so we're gonna put that on our lips to start out. I need to tell y'all the prices of all this stuff too, because I'm gonna be 100 with you, like, sis, this stuff ain't cheap. I actually picked this mask up from Ulta and it was $9.99. This reminds me of the Laneige lip balm, just cheaper, because that Laneige I know is a good $20-something. Okay, I didn't pick up a drugstore facial spray, so I'm just going to spray my face with this Mario Badescu spray just to add some moisture into my face. And I've already done my brows. I haven't like carved them out or anything, but I did go ahead and fill them in already. And if you want to see how I do that, I'm going to go ahead and link the video at the top of the screen. Actually, it's going to be over here. Then we're going to go ahead and prime. I did pick up this primer by E.L.F that I have been wanting to try for a very long time. This is the Matte Putty primer. They have like a luminous one and then they have like a regular one, which I have the regular one. I don't use it enough, but I wanted to try this matte one to see if it works. I've heard that these are very similar to the Tatcha Silk Canvas primers that are like almost $70 from Ulta. So I ain't spending those $70 on no primer. Just not gonna do it. And that's what it looks like here. And they're similar. I'm not sure if you've all seen the Tatcha one, but this is the mattifying one. I'm just going to place some on my face so we can blend it out. It is mattifying the skin. It's not like overly like drying and mattifying it, but I like the feel of it though. It blended out really well. And I don't know how the silk the Tatcha one works, because like I said, I'm not spending that much money on no primer. I'm just not doing it. So, but it did mattify me. Again, I did spray my face with the facial spray, so because you want to, even though you're oily, you still want to make sure you have moisture in your skin. But before I put my foundation on, I like to mattify or use a mattifying primer. And I like to do that at all times. So we're going to go straight into foundation. I actually picked up a new one. I was about to pick up something that I already had, or like something that I've already used before. But I decided to pick up this Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Foundation. This by itself retails for $10. And I actually picked up the shade number 348 Cafe Au Latte. I don't know. So the foundation itself is formulated to protect your skin from harmful environmental aggressors. So this foundation, I forgot to mention, it has SPF 50 and it has antioxidants that help protect against pollution, yet it feels lightweight and breathable. It not only leaves a natural looking finish, but protects your skin day after day. And they have this available in 16 shades. And it's $12.99 at Ulta. So Walmart for the witnesses. And I'm gonna go in with this foundation. I put a little bit on the back of my hand. It looks like a perfect perfect color for me. And we're just going to head it in. Oh yeah, that's it right there. It doesn't say if it's full coverage or not. Let's see. It just says flawless coverage. It doesn't say if it's full. It doesn't say if it's medium to buildable. It does say even skin tone and covers imperfections. SPF is important. I have never been the one to wear SPF on a regular, unless I'm actually like going swimming, which I never actually do. But we all should be wearing SPF if we're out in the sun. That looks good. That's like a perfect match. Goodness. It's not full though. It's like medium to buildable. It's not thick either. It's kind of like a little runny, but it is providing like that breathable look to your skin. Like this color is so spot on for myself. Like it's kind of weird, and I'm so glad because I have purchased some drugstore foundations, honey, and they done made me look super light skin. Okay, for concealer, I did pick up 2 of the E.L.F concealers in the 16 hour camo concealer. I picked up the shades Deep Olive and Deep Cinnamon. One to highlight and one to conceal. These are actually $6 all around. I believe E.L.F products, like the pricing for them are like the same everywhere. Now, so this concealer is claiming to be the most full coverage long wear formula ever. Okay. Camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage, crease resistant 16-hour wear camo concealer. The creamy dreamy formula glides on to help conceal dark circles and blemishes and can also be used to highlight and contour the face. Okay. And it has a doe foot applicator. And I'm just going to use this to conceal. Ooh, very full coverage. With these shades, I couldn't tell which one to get either because they're so, like, this is Deep Cinnamon. And I feel like the shade under this one would have been too light for me. And I forgot the name of it. So we're finally going to use the sponge. It feels softer than the Real Technique sponge, to be honest with you. Is that even possible? We're just going to do under our eyes first. Ooh, okay. I should have let it sit. That's good coverage though. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more on. I do like the coverage that it gave me though. I'm going to take a little bit more. We're gonna let it sit. We're gonna conceal some more areas / highlight. But we're gonna let this shade sit a little bit. Cause it doesn't seem to like dry too fast, which is cool. So we're gonna let it sit. Once I blend this out after I let it sit for a while, then we'll go on top of it with Deep Olive. But for now, I'm gonna take this Black Opal True Color foundation stick in the shade Ebony Brown. This was $9.93. Y'all know how Walmart and their prices are. And that's what that looks like. So I'm gonna use that to contour. I wanna see how smooth it is. Oh wow. This is considered a foundation stick. This is not a contour stick. But I use them to contour because I'm like, they work actually better than anything that it's supposed to be for. So you can use it for whatever you want to use it for, to be honest with you. And they blend out really good. And that's what I was telling y'all about. If you're using like a stick foundation, you just want to make sure it's blendable. Because you don't want to have to do too much work with blending it out, because that defeats the purpose. I could have even went, I feel like the shades are under it. That's why I'm like, it's so hard to like pick it and you don't have samples to like choose from. But I have some of the Black Opal foundation sticks, but I don't think I have this one. Let's blend out that concealer I had up under there. Yeah, it works way better if you let it set. This sponge is dope too. Oh my goodness. And this sponge was only $6. Was it $6? Let's check the receipt, honey. $5. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Good. So I'm going to take the shade Deep Olive and we're going to do a little bit of highlighting. We're not going to do a lot because that shade is not too bad. I feel like it's a little bit red though. But we're going to let this sit a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit more of this ebony brown. I'm going to actually brush it on this foundation brush. Or the setting brush, and we're going to use it to apply it like that. And it is super creamy because it's just blending. No hesitation. These are always good to have, even if you do makeup. Like, these are dope to have in your kit because you can like actually roll the entire thing up and break it in half and put it in one of those MAC palettes and get to work, honey. While we're letting this set up under our eyes, I'm going to go in with the shade Deep Cinnamon. And I'm going to contour, not contour, and I'm going to carve out my brows. So I'm basically just going to clean them up. I'm not going to use Deep Olive because I feel like it's too light for under my brows. And I just put that same shade all over my lid to conceal my lid. They also have a hydrating one with this as well, so. Which I'm not going to get no hydrating one because I'm like, shoot. I don't want no hydrating concealer anyway. That means all of this will be super oily. Go ahead and blend this out. Oh yeah, that's brightening me all the way up. If you let it sit a little bit with any concealer, if you allow it to just set a little bit, you'll get more coverage out of it. Y'all, I like that. I like the way this is looking. Okay. Maybe. I think the last time I did one of these, I kind of got real turned off by even like doing like this whole Let's Try Drugstore, because I think the eyeshadow palette was boo-boo. Like the foundation made me look crazy. It was super light. Like it was a little crazy. I'm gonna take this medium deep Fit Me powder. I did not purchase a new one because I knew I had this as a drugstore powder, and I'm gonna use this to set my concealed areas. Because when I was in the store, I started to grab I think the medium one, which is a little bit lighter than this. But I was like, you got that one at the house. Like, use that one. I do that a lot. I don't see it creasing on me either. But I do that a lot. I'll buy something. Or just to get like a different shade, I'll do that. And I need to cut that out. But I'm a makeup artist, so I'm like, sis, you using this anyway. But it's like, if I have it at the house, like, I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna go in with, this is not new, but this is one of my favorite drugstore contour palettes. This is the Black Radiance one. This is the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. And I'm taking the medium to deep, well, medium to dark. I was gonna say medium to deep. And I'm gonna use a contour brush just to set that cream. And these are my absolute favorite drugstore contour palettes. They come in like 3 different shades. They got cream ones now to where you can actually use the cream and then set it with the powder. Like, they're super dope. Okay, and my powder to set my face, I'm going to use the NYX No Filter in Deep Golden. Y'all already know it's my favorite. I consider NYX to be drugstore. I actually have an NYX blush that I'm going to be using today. So, yeah. This may not be new to me, but it is drugstore. I like this. My skin looks really good. Whew. Okay. So for eyes, I did pick up this Milani Gilded Gold palette. I don't know how new it is, but I saw like the last time I went to Walmart. These are the shades. It's so pretty. This green, oh my god, calling my name. They had like a nude one, then they had a like, I want to say like maroon, looking shade, and then they had this one, so I was like, I want to try this one. These are, they do have names on them. They look very metallic-y, goldy. Oh wow, girl, wait a minute. Ooh, oh my god, Milani. People be sleeping on Milani, sis. Okay, I'm gonna go into this brown shade here called Legacy, and I'm gonna buff that all in my crease. It also has a nice little mirror that I'm gonna be using. There's not a lot of kickback, but this is a nice little shade to transition with. Milani has the best drugstore eyeshadow palettes. Period, poo. I'm gonna go on top of that with that green. Ooh, it's a matte green. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm just taking that right up under the shade Legacy. This is the shade Eden. Ooh. They're not patchy at all. Oh, that is so pretty. I wanted to do like a semi-cut crease, but not like a carved out cut crease. I'm gonna take this shade I swatched. Actually, it's called Dior. I'm gonna press that on this outer portion. That's pretty. Again, no fallout whatsoever. If y'all have never tried a Milani eyeshadow palette, y'all need to go get one. Now I'm going to take the shade 24K. I'm going to take this E.L.F eyeliner. This is not new, but this is considered, this is a portion of my drugstore makeup as well. So we're going to line that eye. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and put my lashes on. So I'm going to take this. I got this liquid glitter eyeshadow by E.L.F. This is in the shade Dirty Martini. And this retails for $5 also. I've heard really good things about these. I've heard that they're the same as the Stila Liquid Glow eyeshadows. Or liquid glitter eyeshadows. So I want to put a little bit on top of what I got because of the color. Ooh, ooh. Oh shit. So I am noticing that the foundation is not matte at all, which is cool. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but it's like, has like this like dewy, like luminous, I want to say dewy type of look. For my lower lash line, I'm going to use this LA Girl gel eyeliner in the shade chocolate brown. I'm sorry, rich chocolate brown. Claims to be smudge proof and water resistant. Ew. I've been loving using like a chocolate or dark brown on my lower lash line versus like a black, because it like doesn't make it look as harsh, but it gives you like the same like smoky effect or whatever, if you know what I mean. Let's go back into the eyeshadow palette, and that brown shade that I put in my crease, Legacy, I'm just gonna put that on top of the eyeliner. And I don't have a new mascara, so I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara on my upper lashes or my top lashes, so I'm gonna put this on the bottom. What mascara is that? What does this remind me of? Better Than Sex. This is what that one reminds me of. I'm gonna take a little bit of that contour shade from the contour palette to carve on my nose a little bit. So I did pick up a new blush. This is the Sweet Cheeks blush by NYX. It's considered to be a creamy powder blush. I got the shade Bang Bang. Okay, these creamy powder blushes are cheek flattering formula that delivers a gorgeous flush of beautifully pigmented color with a glowy finish. So it may have like a little bit of a highlight in it. I don't think that's gonna go with what I got going on my face right now though. It does have like a little sheen to it. I picked this up for $7.47, so that's not bad for a blush that is that pigmented. And you know, blushes, you can actually use them as eyeshadows as well. So now for highlighter, we're just going to use one of the best drugstore highlighters there is. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. Y'all haven't tried this one? I don't know what you waiting on. Kind of reminds me of Champagne Pop by Becca. I'm going to take the shade Honey Bunny by Ruby Kisses. And then I'm going to go on top of that with the shade Fortune Cookie NYX Gloss. One of the best glosses in America. Okay, so beauty, so here's the finished look. How do y'all like it? Highlight is popping. So let's talk about these products, okay? So first off, the foundation. I like it, but I like my foundations a little bit more matte. I feel like the foundation is more of like a dewy, maybe even luminous type of texture. It is not full coverage. It is very natural, breathable type of foundation. I feel it and I can see that. Not to say that's a bad thing. I do like it. You can't build it up to your liking. You can wear a light layer of it and be fine. Me personally, I just like a full coverage foundation. But this it looks good. So that I can keep. This is such a big turnaround. Like, y'all, for real though, I haven't done one of these videos in a while because I have such a bad, like, as far as like, I want to say picking my shade. Like, if I buy something from the drugstore and if I can't wear it, I put it in my kit because I'm like, I'm going to be able to use it on somebody. But like the last time I did this, it was bad, you know? So we're doing good this time around. So the concealers, I actually really love the concealers. They're full coverage. You do need to let them sit before you blend them out, which you can do with any concealer. I want to say except for, I think the Juvia's Place sets pretty fast. But like if you try out concealers and you like get a feel for them and you see exactly like how fast they set, you just want to make sure you let it sit a little bit and then blend it out. So I do love the concealers and the price point is $100. Those are $6. Okay, dope. And I don't know how many shades they come in, but their shades are a little bit, they threw me off a little bit. So like I said, I got the shade Deep Cinnamon and Deep Olive. Those are really good concealers. Oh, I forgot the primer. I feel like if I did not spray my face with the Mario Badescu spray before we started, I feel like I would have got a more matte base, but it looks really good. I think it's this foundation, to be honest with you, but I really like the way it did smooth out my pores here. So I like this. I'm gonna keep trying this out. We're gonna keep this around, okay? And again, the price point is super dope. The Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Ebony Brown, I really like it. I feel like I can go a shade down to where it's not so deep, but I really like the way it warmed me up. So I love that. I also, of course, love the True Complexion Contour Palette. These are staples for me, so that's already a go. The actual lip mask, I do like the lip mask. Like I said, it does remind me of the Laneige, except for it does have a cheaper price point. This is $9.99. The Laneige I know is a good $23–25. So if you've never tried Laneige, don't even worry about it, sis. This is it right here. Okay. Of course, I like the brow gel. No, that's not a brow gel. Of course, I like the gel liner. I love a good brown liner. So we got that going on. Oh, this Dirty Martini, is that what it's called? Dirty Martini. This glitter eyeshadow from E.L.F. I want all of them. Like, it's pretty. Can you see? Are y'all seeing? I hope it's picking up. I hope it's picking up because I really like it. So again, these were $5. I picked up another shade also. What's the other shade I got? This one, liquid glitter eyeshadow, Flirty Birdie. I got that color too, so I can't wait to play with that. The blush, I like it. I just feel like it didn't go with this eye look. I just was grabbing new stuff that I've never tried. before at the drugstore or Walmart. So it kind of like, I thought it was gonna be more of like a brownish type of I guess I didn't pick up that they do have a terracotta one. I wanted to be more of like a, and I didn't pay attention. These are not matte. They're glow. Sweet Cheeks cream powder blushes. It says it's creamy, smooth powder. Treat your cheeks to a gorgeous flush of vibrant color with a glowy finish. I didn't read that. And it looks really good with the Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. So I think we did good. Come on, drugstore. And of course, Honey Bunni by Ruby Kisses is one of my absolute favorites from the beauty supply store. These are like $1.99. That's a must-have. As well as Fortune Cookie Butter Gloss by NYX, must-have. Oh, girl, I almost forgot. How can I forget the eyeshadow palette? Milani Gilded Gold. Y'all have got to try these eyeshadow palettes or any eyeshadow palette from Milani because the colors are so rich, vibrant, creamy. Like they're just, they melt in the brush. Like it was beautiful. So, and I only use 4 shades out of this. Yeah, I use 4 shades. I want to go pick up the other ones. The fact is though, this was $14. I'm sorry, this was $15. $14.97. So it's like, oh my god. So is that what we're doing? I mean, it's worth it. Is it worth it? Drugstore? $15 for an eyeshadow palette, drugstore? Whew, child, I don't know. But it's, I like the eyeshadow palette. I really am rocking with it. Last but not least, the E.L.F sponge. Y'all, I need more of these. It is so soft. It did not absorb all of my product. It's shaped like the Real Techniques one, you know, with the flat bottom. But y'all, it is so soft. I need more of these. This is it right here. Nobody likes a hard sponge. Even if it's dry, you haven't even wet it yet. Like, nobody likes a hard sponge. And before I even wet this sponge, like, it was super soft. So I really like that. So those were all my products that I tried out. I wanted to actually do a full face with you with the products and then actually do my reaction so you can all see exactly, like, you know, I want to do a first impressions with you all. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down in the comment section. I'll leave all the products I use in the description bar, which is right up under the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.